guys. I hope everyone's doing okay today. On this Wednesday, we're into the second week. So what I'm gonna head and do today, we're gonna read Shamila's Goal, which I posted in. So I hope that you have that open, so I can go ahead and start reading it. Since I posted that in the video. So Shamila's Goal. And I like to have it open to both pages just. Okay. So Shamila's Goal by Jaleesa Miles. Okay, so my smart words are adjust, which is a verb, to get used to a new situation. It can be hard to adjust to a new school. Many of you know that. Okay. Mock, verb, to tease or laugh in a mean way. Those bullies like to mock other kids. 3, opportunity, noun, a chance to do something. If I work hard, I might have the opportunity to play college basketball. Respect, noun, concern and regard for other people's rights, feelings, and ways of life. In the U.S., a handshake is a way to show respect. Strict, adjective, must be obeyed or followed. Our town has strict rules to keep people from littering. Those are my thoughts. Okay.
Shamila is on the left. She aims for the ball.
Okay. Now remember, whenever you see this, you can listen to it. Okay, so she's on the left. Game on. It's game day at Drew University in New Jersey. The women's soccer team is playing their biggest rival, which is like their the person that like Dodge would be for Garden. It's a tough match. The score is tied. Then Shamila Kohestani runs into the field. Shamila is the team's forward. Her main job is to score. Shamila's teammate passes her the ball. Shamila aims. She kicks. The ball smashes into the net. Goal! The crowd cheers. Shamila smiles. The goal means a lot to her team. It means a lot to the fans too. But it means even more to Shamila. A few years earlier, she could not play soccer. She would be in danger if she tried.
The Taliban had many rules. One was about women's clothing. Women had to wear long robes. The robes are called burqas.
A tough life. Shamila was born in Afghanistan in 1988. Afghanistan is a country in the Middle East. Shamila lived there with her parents, sister, and brother. Life was hard for Shamila's family. In 1996, a strict group took over. The group was the Taliban. The Taliban made many rules. If people broke the rules, they were jailed. Sometimes they were harmed or killed. Many of the Taliban's rules were for girls and women. Girls could not play sports, and they could not go to school. Shamila was upset. How could she adjust to these laws? She loved school. Now she couldn't go. But Shamila was determined. She wanted to learn. So she studied secretly at home. I had no choice, she said. As you can see. So here we are. There's Afghanistan. We talked about Afghanistan and Pakistan.
These girls are in Afghanistan. They attend a class there.
New freedom. In 2001, things in Afghanistan changed. The Taliban began to lose control. Rules became less strict. Girls could go to school. Shamila was thrilled by this change. Soon, sports for girls became legal. Shamila wanted to experience this new freedom. So she got a soccer ball. She kicked it around. It was so much fun. Shamila wanted to learn how to play, but there was one problem. There was no place for her to learn. There were no soccer clinics for women in Afghanistan. In 2004, Shamila got an opportunity. She got a call from a sports program. The program helped Afghan girls. It sent the girls to a soccer clinic in the U.S. Shamila would be one of them. She would learn to play soccer. At the clinic, Shamila learned soccer skills. She practiced running. She learned to kick. Shamila felt fantastic, and she felt free. Leaders at the clinic loved Shamila's attitude. They asked her to come back. In 2006, Shamila did. So how did Shamila's life change when rules became less strict? So she was able to go back to school and play sports again, right? And as you can see, the girls didn't have to wear the full burqas anymore. A new challenge. After the clinic, Shamila returned to Afghanistan. There she continued to play. But there was a problem. Some people did not show her respect. Girls' sports were legal now in Afghanistan, but not everyone thought girls should play. They mocked Shamila, which means makes fun of. Some threw rocks. But Shamila was determined to play. In 2007, she joined a new soccer team. It was the first Afghan women's team. The Afghan Olympic Committee started it. Shamila became captain. That same year, the team played a match. It was against Pakistan. Shamila scored 6 goals. She helped her team win. Shamila was a star. Some people still mocked female players, but many Afghans loved the new team. Fans saw Shamila as a hero. What evidence does the author include to explain how determined Shamila was? Okay, so what's the evidence? So look, in 2007, she joined a new soccer team. Okay, and then she was determined. I mean, she was a star. She scored 6 goals. She kept playing even though people mocked her.
Shamila went to Blair Academy.
Okay. Soccer star. Soon, Shamila got another great opportunity. A leader at the U.S. soccer clinic helped Shamila get a scholarship. The scholarship was for a high school. It was called Blair Academy. The school is in New Jersey. Shamila would go to Blair. She was thrilled. She could continue to play soccer, and she would catch up in school. She had missed 5 years in Afghanistan. Shamila went to Blair in 2008. School was hard. Shamila had to learn English. She looked up new words. She studied all the time. She stayed up late, but it was worth it. Shamila did not have this opportunity back home.
Shamila attends Drew University.
Hope for the future. Over time, her hard work paid off. She won another scholarship. It was for college. Shamila went to Drew University. It is in New Jersey. Shamila is a soccer star there too. She is a top student too. What's next for Shamila? She will go home to Afghanistan. She wants to help women there. She hopes to improve their lives. She thinks soccer will help. I want to encourage Afghan women to play soccer, says Shamila. Soccer, like all sports, builds confidence, and that's important. If women have confidence, they can change their lives. Okay. So now we're going to look at the quiz. So you can go pull it up. Like I asked you to, okay. All right, so again, just reminding you that these are not in order, okay? Number 1 isn't going to be this number 1, okay? Because there's 18 questions here, and only 10 of them will be asked on the quiz. And remember, when you go to take the quiz, you go to sign in with the link, and then reading cards, okay? And then you have to type in Shamila's poll. If you've already taken this quiz, you can pick a different book, and that's fine, okay? And read a different book, okay? So Shamila thinks that the confidence soccer can build is important for women. How did confidence help Shamila? Okay. She found out she had a new talent. She shouted at people who mocked her. She was able to change her life. She respected other people more. Okay, so thinks that the confidence soccer can build is important for women. How did confidence help Shamila? So let's go get that. Let's see. Let's look at a tough life. I'm sorry, my cat. Let's see. Kalamoo. Kalamoo. Kalamoo? Okay, so a new challenge. Can help build confidence. Okay. How did confidence help Shamila? Okay. So, what did she do after they mocked her? Did she shout at them? So, but not everyone thought girls should play. They mocked Shamila. Some girls threw rocks. But Shamila was determined to play. In 2007, she joined a new soccer team. Okay. So it doesn't look like she talks about she shouted at people, so that wouldn't be the answer. How did confidence help Shamila? She found out she had a new talent. So she did have a talent, but that's not just brought on by confidence. So how did confidence help Shamila? Well, it was able to change her life, right? Because she was able to go to America for a clinic. I'm sorry, she likes people. No, she doesn't. She likes to movie. I'm sorry. So she respected other people. Sorry, so she was able to change her life. Okay, because that's how confidence did. If she would have listened to the people that were saying that she wasn't good enough, she would have never been able to go to college in the U.S. and play soccer. And then go back. Okay. How did the Taliban affect Shamila's education? So let's go look at Tough Life and what they did for their education. Okay. Sure. Okay. The life was hard for Shamila's family. In 1996, a strict group took over. The group was the Taliban. The Taliban made many rules. If people broke the rules, they were jailed. Sometimes they were harmed or killed. Many of the Taliban's rules for girls and women. Girls could not play sports, and they could not go to school. She could not get a scholarship. She did not like to learn as much. She had more opportunities. She missed 5 years of school. Okay, so from 1996 until when she couldn't go to school. Is that 5? 2001, so that is 5. So, and she was talking about going to high school in the US as well. So she had missed 5 years of school, is being said. Shamila went to Blair in 2008. Shamila had to learn English. What can you tell from these facts about Shamila starting school? Okay, it was difficult for Shamila to begin school in the U.S. That sounds pretty good. Shamila did not want to learn a new language. So does it say anything about her not wanting to learn? No, that's not the answer. Classmates at Shamila's new school were friendly, but it doesn't say anything, but they probably were. Shamila was more interested in sports than school. It doesn't say that, right? So what can you tell from these facts about Shamila starting school? So if Shamila went to Blair in 2008, Shamila had to learn English. So, we can see that it was difficult because she had to learn English because a lot of you are learning English as well. So A would be the answer. Some people in Afghanistan thought Shamila was a hero. Why? She was a star on the first Afghan women's team. B, she studied even though it was illegal. C, she played soccer against Pakistan. D, she was not afraid to go to the United States. Okay, so let's go look to see why they thought that she was a hero. So, Shamila was determined to play. In 2007, she joined a new soccer team. It was the first Afghan women's team. Afghan Olympic Committee started it. Shamila became captain. That same year, the team played a match. It was against Pakistan. Shamila scored 6 goals. She helped her team win. Shamila was a star. Fans saw Shamila as a hero. Okay. So why was she a hero? Did it talk about how she was afraid to go to the United States? No, people didn't really see her as a hero because she was afraid. She was not afraid. Okay, so it's when she came back. She studied even though it was illegal. No, wouldn't be that one, right? Because yeah, that's a really good thing for her. She didn't study even though it was illegal, right? She was a star on the first Afghan women's team. She played soccer against Pakistan. Yeah, so she was a star on the first Afghan women's team, right? She scored 6 goals against Pakistan. So even though she played Pakistan, she helped them win. So she was a star. So okay. Being able to play soccer changed Shamila's life. She experienced freedom, strictness, school, rules. Okay? So we're talking about soccer. Did she experience strictness where she could only do certain things with soccer? No, that wouldn't be it. She experienced school. Okay. She experienced freedom. Okay. Experienced rules. Probably not rules. So school or freedom. Being able to play soccer changed Shamila's life. She experienced freedom, right? Even though she had school to thank for the soccer, right? But what did she get out of soccer being able to play, right? Being able to play soccer changed Shamila's life. She experienced freedom. Okay. 6. The Taliban was strict. Which lines from the text support this fact? Many of the Taliban rules were for girls and women. Soon, sports for girls became legal. C. If people broke the rules, they were jailed. D. The Taliban began to lose control. So we're looking at strict. So they had a lot of rules, okay? So B and C wouldn't be it. Soon sports for girls became legal because that shows that they were less strict, okay? So many of the Taliban rules were for girls and women, okay? And then if people broke the rules, they were jailed. So that's what, when you see how they got in trouble, it'd be C, they were jailed. The leaders at the clinic really liked Shamila's attitude. What fact from the text supports this idea? They asked her to come back. They held the clinic in the U.S. Shamila learned to kick. Shamila felt fantastic. Okay, so the leaders of the clinic really liked Shamila's attitude. What fact from this text supports this idea? Okay, so they held the clinic in the US. That was before she went to the clinic, so they didn't really know her attitude then. Okay, so it's not talking about Shamila learned to kick, so they really liked her attitude, so they asked her to come back because they thought that she was good. Okay, so that would be asked her to come back. Read the following passage. She studied all the time. She stayed up late, but it was worth it. What can you tell about Shamila? Okay, so she was not a good student. She is a determined person. She did not like school. She is easy to get to know. So we're looking at why she studied all the time and stayed up late. So she was not a good student. That wouldn't be it because she tried hard to get her stuff done. Okay. She did not like school. It doesn't talk about her not liking school. And she is easy to get to know. We don't know that she is easy to get to know from those three things, okay? So it would be she is a determined person. She wants to succeed. Okay. Why does Shamila want to return to Afghanistan? Okay. She wants to help other women there. She does not like schools in the US. Okay. She likes Afghan soccer rules better. She can join the Olympic team there. So So that's talking about why did she go back? But not everyone thought Shamila could play. Okay. Right? She wanted to help women. Okay, she wanted to help women. She wants to help other women there, right? Shamila was determined to learn. Which line from the text shows her determination? So she studied secretly at home. I had no choice, she said. Shamila was upset. She loved school. Okay? So she was determined to learn. So she loved school, yeah, but it doesn't talk about how she was determined to learn. So Shamila was upset. She was upset, but it doesn't talk about why she wants to learn. I had no choice, she said, and so she studied secretly at home. So you see how she's determined to learn. So it's A. So she studied secretly at home because she really wanted to learn. Which of the following things can you learn from Shamila's story? If you work hard, you can achieve your goals. Respect is something that must be earned. It's better for girls to play soccer than football. People who mock you still deserve respect. Okay, so we're talking about themes, which is the main message that the author wants to talk about. Okay, so we're talking about people who mock you still deserve respect. That is a good theme, but that's not what we're talking about in Shamila's goal, right? It's better for girls to play soccer than football. Really doesn't talk about that. Respect is something that must be earned, okay? And then if you work hard, you can achieve your goals. So, right, Shamila really had to work, especially go over how she had to, deal with the people that were telling her no. So that would be A. If you work hard, you can achieve your goals. After girls were allowed to play soccer, Shamila still had a problem. What was it? She was not a fast runner, so we really didn't talk about that. She had no one to play with. Didn't talk about that either. She was afraid to try a header with a ball. She had no place to learn how to play. So that's D is the only answer that would make sense that talked about in the book. Shamila is the forward on our soccer team. Her job is to score points, catch the ball, guard players, and block goals. So let's go take a look. I know this is a long video, so we'll work on this today and tomorrow. So I had no choice, she said. Oh, that would be the answer to the one I just answered. So she studied secretly at home. Sorry. That is the answer we said correctly. Same rules. The clinic, when she practiced, she learned to kick. Okay. Felt fantastic. She felt free. We talked about how she was a forward. From the play, she was senior, played a match. So did talk about how she was a forward. Okay, so her job is to score points. They mocked Shamila some threw rocks. What does the word mock mean in this sentence? Alright, so we can go take a look. Okay, so mock. So we see bullies. Those bullies like to mock other kids. So bully. Okay. When the Taliban was in charge, Shamila had to work at a farm, could not go to school, learn to play sports, travel many places, right? She couldn't go to school though. That would be the answer, not go to school. Which of the following answers best summarizes the theme of this book? Okay, so the theme is like the main message the author wants to tell. So it takes time for people to agree to change. You should set goals for yourself that seem easy to achieve. Opportunities to succeed are often rare. Determination and confidence can help you overcome difficult things. So, right, Shamila was determined to play soccer and go to school, so she really tried hard, and so confidence helped you overcome difficult things. So that would be the answer, D. What happened last? Shamila went to Drew University. Shamila went to U.S. Soccer Clinic, right? So the soccer clinic came before Drew University, so that would be the answer. Shamila scored 6 goal points in a game, okay? Shamila studied at home secretly. So, Shamila studied at home secretly was the first thing, right? So then she went to U.S. Soccer Clinic and then Drew University. And so then Shamila scored 6 points in a game when she went back to Afghanistan, so that would be the answer. At one time, Shamila could not play soccer. She would be in danger if she tried. Which answer explains what the author means? Her family would have to travel dangerous places for soccer matches. We didn't talk about that. Shamila could be hurt or injure herself as she played soccer. Taliban would have punished her for breaking rules against sports. And then people in Afghanistan did not like to play games like soccer. Nope, we're talking about the Taliban, so C would be that one. Okay, so whenever you're ready to answer the questions, you can go ahead and answer them. Sorry this took so long, so we'll take the first part of tomorrow for you to work on this as well. So have a great day, guys.